do have Ouch in the building if you love to watch Wolf, and I believe that is Doramigi on the screen as well, the current rank 1 player in the world.
And now for a lot of people who may not know the name after all this time, you're about to see why, and especially in this matchup like Wolf versus Min Min, this is going to be a really hard time for Wolf to get back to the stage. Just like that, Doramigi's edge guards are immaculable here. We'll see how exactly this one is going to go for Ouch. Once again, one of the Wolf prodigies of this character, but the problem is this character can struggle getting in on a character like Min Min, especially Doramigi out of all players.
Yeah, and Doramigi, whenever Doramigi gets a hit, Doramigi is not shy off stage. Doramigi will bet it all. I've seen Doramigi go for an edge guard, lose his own stock at 0, and still continue to play with utter confidence. And you just can't make it back. You notice Min Min having extremely long range attacks, so you can cover a lot of the stage in neutral, but it's even crazier off stage when you can just control so much space with a really wide hitbox like that Ram Ram. 3 different arms to work with, but Ouch! Gonna bring it back to the classics, the forward air, the back air connection here. And Wolf gonna be one of those characters that used to be a very relevant top tier, and nowadays not so relevant, right? I mean, so many characters in DLC or Fighter Pass 2 is very popular, and Min Min going to be one of them that is just very strong right now.
Yeah, honestly, Wolf, I felt like at one point, along with Palutena and Lucina, was kind of the captains of Team Fundies, right?
Yes,
and I feel like Team Fundies is really down right now, but it is going to be Doramigi losing this stock, and now Ouch has done an amazing job of bringing this back here, definitely not going down without a fight, as honestly, the parry into the up tilt is now going to get us started just a little bit here. Doramigi going to try and create some space here, but still, now every single time Ouch off stage, everyone's going to hold their breath just a little bit. Up tilt there, and still, I mean, Ouch has brought this back extremely well.
Yeah, these anti-air nairs coming out from Doramigi, you really see Ouch trying to find this opener. One of your best combo starters as Wolf is that sour hit of nair. Oh, gets the hard hit, tries to get the tech chase, tried to slash him up with that down smash. This is a big punish to back air. You're really far off stage. Ouch just needs 1 hit here. Oh man, just gonna opt for the ledge trap. Off stage is now Ouch going high, gets back on stage.
Yeah, even with the amount of end lag on that recovery as well when you land right on stage here, Doramigi unable to cover it here. So now Doramigi going to line up for that signature edge guard. Not
still
going to
alive.
be hit just yet, but oh no, Ouch missing the ledge there. Doramigi popping off just a little bit, trying to ignite the fire here as he's going to be able to take game 1, but so close.
Man, that was a really close. I mean, honestly, with the opener that Doramigi had, I'm surprised Ouch was able to bring it back. But when you think of all the best Wolves to do it in the business, someone that has really figured out and cracked the code for Wolves offense is going to be Ouch. Definitely Ouch a bit more of a gambler in certain situations to try and get that high reward, right? And I think when you're playing a character like Wolf, it is really hard to play the classic style of Wolf where it's like, okay, I got a solid projectile, I'm, you know, above average in everything, and I feel like top tiers like that could do it before, but I mean, just the damage output on some of these characters and what they can do on the offense in this new era of Ultimate, especially post-quarantine, it's a very different game. So I think if you are playing a more traditional top tier, you're going to have to find some way to weave in some riskier options in your gameplay to go ahead and reach that ceiling, right?
Absolutely. See where exactly we're going to go for game number 2, but once again, Ouch keeping it super, super close. Doramigi started off really hot, right? Showing everybody why he's #1 in the world for these crazy edge guards, these just kind of got you moments here. But now Ouch able to bring it back, and Doramigi, even though he won, did not look happy about that at all, holding himself to an extremely high standard and a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this tournament, not only, I mean, I'm not too sure if Doramigi is seed 1. I would assume so if you are currently ranked 1. So, I mean, just coming into this tournament, rank 1 is a big deal, right? There's a lot of pressure here for Doramigi, and I did get a confirmation Doramigi is seed 1 of the tournament as well. And man, even saving the jump, it is not enough for Wolf off stage, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right, that we were talking about. Well, yes, Wolf on stage can be this character that, once again, captain of team fundamentals, right? You have those dash attacks, you have those grabs. The problem is Min Min is one of those characters that denies you that. But speaking of denying, Ouch gonna get a crazy combo, Charles.
That was so clean coming out from Ouch, because if the air dodge didn't come through, the back air connects. Oh, you air dodge, falling up air into one of the cleanest frame traps out here from Ouch. Ouch, such a master of the offense with Wolf. And I mean, honestly, both these players, you know, really masterclass when it comes to offense. And that's why this set is so back and forth. Stocks are flying off the shelf.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to honestly have it, it's going to be Ouch, right? And still just threatening off stage as well, but beautiful parry here. And it goes, taking him up, finds the up air here, finds a forward air, trying to line up the back air, but beautiful coverage with the F tilt. Are we brave enough to go out there, Ouch? I don't know, Charles, but there's the down throw as now Doramigi still off stage here. Not worried at all. That arm has a ton of distance on it here, but here we go. Could potentially be finding the reversal here.
Now, if you're wondering why Min Min wasn't so popular before, I think a lot of Min Min players have really figured out how to recover with this character. This character, not the greatest recovery, but you see how Doramigi utilizes the arms to kind of push back the pressure and keep the opponent away from the ledge just to make sure, hey, I can get to the ledge, I can get back onto the stage, because if you go ahead and take the stocks from this character, you know, sub 50, sub 60%, Min Min's going to struggle quite a bit, but I think Doramigi does such a great job of getting back on the stage every single time.
Certainly not impossible for Ouch here, especially if we can just make it back to stage. The roll on stage and the shield is going to allow for us to make it back. Nope, gonna be able to find the punish here onto the grab, and here we go. We could be potentially seeing something line up here. Reads the roll back behind, and now Ouch has brought himself into advantage here on the ledge. So close, beautifully catching the jump with the nair here, and now it's up to Doramigi. Can we get out of the corner here? But the roll on, and now Ouch just trying to chase down. There's the dash attack coming in from Doramigi here. It is so close. Last stock. There's the throw though, and now Ouch has to recover, make it back, but the arm is going to do it. Oh my goodness, Ouch, starting to feel the fire. It's so close every game, Charles.
It's, wow, I mean, and that situation, Doramigi timed the angle down Dragon Arm just as Ouch was running out of intangibility, just really calling out, hey, you're going to wait it out for an extremely long time, and Doramigi doing an incredible job of closing that one out. And it doesn't matter how the first couple stocks go. Someone can be up an entire stock, maybe even 3 stocks to 1, but it seems like these two players, it always just comes to the last stock, last hit so far. Both these games so explosive, but it is Doramigi really clutching it out.
Honestly, game 1, stock 1, my mind just goes around to just seeing Ouch get thrown around, right? And that's the thing.
It looks pretty rough for the Wolf out there.
It looked really rough, but then you're seeing Ouch kind of plant boots back into ground and say, hey, you know what? I do absolutely still have those fundamentals. Reading your rolls, reading the exact moments you're going to land so I can catch with up air. You can still see the glimmers there of these combos going all the way. I want to see Ouch at least take us to a game 4 here. I would hate to see the set end here, but Doramigi, always a strong start.
Yeah, and I almost wonder, what would it look like if Ouch was the one that was able to get the lead? Doramigi starts off all these games really hot, and it seems like Ouch is just a little bit on the back foot and is able to claw his way back, but it's just a tad bit off at the very end here. Usually that first edge guard always going in the favor of Doramigi. Man, this guy got openers, bro.
It's not exactly what you want to see, but being able to read the air dodge here from Ouch, it's definitely not over just yet, Charles, but once again, another nip off the side of the stage. Ouch doing all that he can to try and at least cheese the stock, but he's lost so much for it. 1 stock in winners left here for Ouch. He has to find a way to at least not only get this stock, but 2 more. That's what the start to do it, but I don't know, Charles, this is a tall order.
I mean, brought it back to a single stock apiece on that first game. The same situation, 3 stocks to 1, but man, Doramigi is making it look rough. Already 70% on. Oh my goodness, the Megawatt is coming through, and that's going to be the one that can take these stocks really early. You got to be real careful if you're Ouch here.
Yeah, the problem is it feels like jumping isn't even the right thing to do, as Ouch is going to have to bunker down in the shield here, but the laser's actually going to be able to do it, and Ouch heating up so much to only just have the fire put out almost immediately by Doramigi. What an amazing showing. Once again, everybody, that is your current #1 ranked in the world, and absolutely for a reason. The proficiency on this player is nuts.
The punish game is quite insane. I think Doramigi really showcasing how strong Min Min can be off stage, on stage. I mean, especially off stage. He's a menace off stage.
Yeah.
I mean, just the ledge drop nairs. I mean, even like ledge drop back airs with the Ram Ram. Really show. I think Ram Ram off stage is so underrated. It's got to be one of the best edge guarding tools in the game. It's like a Sephiroth forward air on, you know, just next levels of power, right? It's just so strong. It covers so much area, and that on top of Nair, Doramigi just makes it seem impossible for a lot of characters to get back on the stage. We saw Ouch lose stocks sub 100% almost every single time.
Yeah.